The celestial spectacle began as an unassuming speck in the vast black canvas of the cosmos, a mere flicker against the infinite backdrop of the universe. Initially dismissed as yet another traveller in the eternal dance of dust and ice that traverses our solar system, this enigmatic object, catalogued as Three Eyes Atlas, would soon reveal itself to be anything but ordinary. As scientists peered deeper into its enigmatic heart, the mystery surrounding it grew increasingly complex. The James Webb Space Telescope, the crown jewel of astronomical technology, locked its gaze upon the cosmic enigma, confirming something that left astronomers uneasy. Three Eyes Atlas was growing, and not in the way comets usually do. Its coma, the glowing shroud of gas and plasma that surrounded it, had expanded to nearly half the size of the Sun itself, and with every passing day it grew larger, brighter, and more unpredictable. But this was just the beginning. If the trajectory of its growth continued, Three Eyes Atlas might not just be the biggest anomaly we've ever seen passing through the solar system, it could also be the most dangerous. The year 2025 had already been described as a year of omens, and never in modern times had we tracked so many comets rushing inward at once. A swarm, 7 in total, each carving luminous scars across the black canvas of space. However, Three Eyes Atlas stood apart, as though it didn't belong in this story at all. Unlike the others, this object carried the unmistakable mark of interstellar origin, travelling not as a remnant of our solar system's birth, but as a wanderer from somewhere unimaginably distant, perhaps 500, perhaps 5,000 light-years away. Its path was smooth, its inclination eerily aligned with the plane of the planets, as though it was meant to meet us here. As the other comets blazed their short lives near the Sun, Three Eyes Atlas continued to expand, releasing clouds of dust and volatile gases on a scale so vast that its influence on solar wind and magnetic fields was no longer hypothetical. It was becoming undeniable. To grasp the enormity of what was happening, you needed to understand what the James Webb Telescope had confirmed. A comet's coma is usually a fragile halo of gas and ice particles, stretching thousands or even millions of kilometers. But Three Eyes Atlas was rewriting the rules. Recent measurements estimated its CO2 coma at roughly 700,000 kilometers across, half the diameter of the Sun. Imagine a ghostly sphere so large it could swallow entire planets and still have room to spare, drifting silently yet relentlessly through the interstellar system. And here's the chilling part. This is only the beginning. As it approaches perihelion on October 29th, the heat and pressure from the Sun will force even more material out, swelling the shroud to unimaginable proportions, possibly rivaling the Sun itself in sheer scale. It will not match the Sun's mass or gravity, but that doesn't matter. Its size and the plasma it emits will interact with the solar wind, with magnetic fields, with currents of charged particles that weave through the solar system, potentially altering space weather in ways we've never had to consider. A bubble of alien dust and plasma larger than the Sun, growing bigger by the day. What makes this even more unsettling is not just what's happening now, but what comes next. For in 2026, Earth itself will cross the trail of debris left behind by Three Eyes Atlas. No one knows what will happen when we pass through this alien river of dust and gas, because we've never encountered debris of interstellar origin before. Will it spark meteor storms unlike anything in recorded history? Will strange particles from another star system rain into our atmosphere? Could it even affect Earth's electromagnetic balance, resonating with our planet in ways we can't yet predict? Some scientists quietly admit that we are walking blind into this encounter, with no precedent and no way to model the unknown chemistry of this visitor. And that ignorance is perhaps the most dangerous element of all. For if Three Eyes Atlas carries material that has travelled across the galaxy for billions of years, untouched and unaltered, then we are about to collide with something older than Earth itself, something that might carry within it not just matter, but memory. Throughout history, comets have been regarded as harbingers of change, omens of upheaval that seemed to appear in the heavens whenever the world below was on the brink of transformation. Wars, plagues, the rise and fall of empires, all were once linked to the sudden glow of a comet's tail. Superstition perhaps, but the timing of Three Eyes Atlas's arrival has left even rational minds unsettled. We live in an age of technological revolution, where artificial intelligence reshapes our society, where climate and conflict threaten stability, and where humanity is reaching further into space than ever before. And now, an interstellar wanderer bigger than any comet we have known has chosen this moment to grow brighter, to spread its colossal wings across the night sky. Is it coincidence, or is it a reminder of how fragile our world really is? The James Webb Space Telescope shows us more than numbers. It shows us that the universe is alive with events that can change everything in an instant. And Three Eyes Atlas may be the greatest test yet, not only of our science, but of our imagination, of whether we can face something that defies explanation and accept that the universe is stranger, vaster, and more unpredictable than we ever dreamed. As Three Eyes Atlas draws closer to its October perihelion, astronomers are bracing themselves for what could be a spectacle unseen in modern times, a direct interaction between a colossal interstellar coma and the fury of our star. The sun is not passive in this dance. It lashes out with streams of solar wind, bursts of electromagnetic radiation, and the unpredictable tantrums of solar flares and coronal mass ejections. Normally, a comet's fragile body is shredded or stripped, its tail whipped into glowing arcs across the void. But Three Eyes Atlas is different. Its coma is already so vast that when the solar wind collides with it, the effect could resemble a planetary shield, deflecting and refracting currents in ways we cannot anticipate. Some researchers fear it might even act like a lens or a mirror, redirecting bursts of solar energy toward other regions of the inner solar system. Imagine a storm born on the sun's surface, amplified and scattered by an alien veil the size of a star. What happens when such forces overlap is not merely a question of astronomy, it's a question of survival, for we are tethered to the sun's moods, and this newcomer is about to tamper with that relationship. While telescopes track the expanding coma, the heart of Three Eyes Atlas remains a riddle wrapped in shadows. Is it a solid nucleus, a dense fragment of some shattered world, or something more exotic, forged under alien suns? Estimates vary wildly, from a nucleus just 5 kilometers wide to a monstrous body more than 40 kilometers across. But even size may not be the key to understanding it. What if the material itself is foreign to us, composed of ices and compounds that do not exist naturally within our solar system? Already, spectral readings suggest anomalies, signatures that defy classification, patterns that hint at complex chemistry more ordered than chaotic. Some scientists whisper the possibility that this is not simply a comet, but something engineered by nature on a scale we have never imagined, or perhaps even engineered by design. Whether natural or not, the nucleus is the seed of the phenomenon, and what lies inside may hold secrets about other star systems, other worlds, and perhaps even the origins of matter itself. The longer the James Webb Telescope watches, the clearer the truth may become. But time is short, because the nucleus is cloaked by a shroud that only grows denser with each passing day. The most haunting aspect of Three Eyes Atlas is not the spectacle it creates in the skies, but the inevitability of Earth's future encounter with its trail. In 2026, long after it has swung past the sun, the Earth will drift directly through the river of dust and debris it leaves behind. To the casual eye, it might look like a meteor shower, a celestial light show across the heavens. But scientists warn that interstellar debris is not ordinary dust. It could carry particles harder, sharper, more electrically active than anything our planet has ever absorbed. The magnetic field could tremble under the impact of charged grains. Satellites could be scarred by micro-impacts. Even our atmosphere could be seated with compounds unknown to earthly chemistry. Some even speculate about biological consequences, the possibility of alien organic material mingling with Earth's ecosystem. It sounds like science fiction, but history has taught us that comets change worlds. If Three Eyes Atlas is unlike any comet we've seen before, then its debris may rewrite more than just the skies. It may rewrite the very future of our planet. To truly understand the magnitude of this encounter, one must step back and imagine the journey of Three Eyes Atlas itself. This object has been travelling for thousands, perhaps millions, perhaps even billions of years, cast from the cradle of a distant star system and set adrift across the galaxy. Its path has taken it through interstellar voids colder than any place on Earth, through regions drenched in cosmic radiation, past stars that were born and died, while it continued silent pilgrimage. And now, after this unfathomable voyage, it has arrived here at this precise moment in human history, just as our telescopes become capable of seeing it in such detail. Is this mere coincidence, or is there something more? Some deeper alignment between its ancient journey and our emerging. G-awareness. Perhaps Three Eyes Atlas is not just a comet, but a messenger, carrying within its expanding shroud the memory of other systems, other suns, other civilizations. The James Webb Space Telescope shows us its growth, its scale, its danger, but what it cannot show us is the intent behind its timing. And maybe that is the most terrifying mystery of all. The James Webb Space Telescope was built to peer into the dawn of time, to uncover galaxies at the edge of the universe, to show us where it all began. And yet, in this moment, its most unsettling revelation is not billions of light years away, but right here, in our cosmic backyard. Three Eyes Atlas is not fading, it is not diminishing. It is growing, expanding into a presence so vast that even the sun itself seems to have found a rival in scale. Its coma now spans distances that defy comprehension. Its debris field stretches like a shadow into our future, and its origin remains cloaked in mystery older than humanity itself. We wanted answers, but instead we've been given a mirror, a reminder of how little we truly know, how fragile our place in the cosmos really is. For centuries, comets have been seen as omens of change, harbingers of upheaval. Now, as Three Eyes Atlas spreads its colossal wings across the sky, we are forced to confront the possibility that those ancient fears were not superstition, but instinct. A whisper from deep time, warning us that the universe does not revolve around us, that we are the ones revolving through it, vulnerable and exposed. The real question is not whether Three Eyes Atlas is natural or engineered, a comet or a messenger. The real question is what it means for us to be alive at the moment it arrived, because perhaps the universe does not send warnings in words but in shadows across the stars, and Three Eyes Atlas may be the loudest warning we've ever been given. So if this discovery shook you, if it left you wondering whether the sky above is watching us back, Don't turn away. Subscribe to this channel. We uncover the signals others ignore. Turn on notifications because the next revelation could be even stranger. Share this with someone who still believes the universe is silent. And tell me in the comments, do you think Three Eyes Atlas is just a comet or the beginning of something far greater?